Strong minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Weak minds discuss people. Be silent, or let thy words be worth more than silence. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we should listen more than we say. Man conquers the world by conquering himself. Steel your sensibilities, so that life shall hurt you as little as possible. Thou shouldst eat to live, not live to eat. By all means, marry. If you get a good wife, you'll become happy. If you get a bad one, you'll become a philosopher. Smart people learn from everything and everyone. Average people from their experiences. Stupid people already have all the answers. Small-minded people blame others. Average people blame themselves. The wise see all blame as foolishness. Whatever they think of you, do what you think is fair. Man is not worried by real problems so much as by his imagined anxieties about real problems. Everywhere, man blames nature and fate, yet his fate is mostly but the echo of his character and passion, his mistakes and his weaknesses. Do not spoil what you have by desiring what you have not. Remember that what you now have was once among the things you only hoped for. Circumstances don't make the man, they only reveal him to himself. The oldest, shortest words, yes and no, are those which require the most thought. None can be free who is a slave to and ruled by his passions. Never discourage anyone who continually makes progress, no matter how slow, even if that someone is yourself. Employ your time in improving yourself by other men's writings, so that you shall gain easily what others have labored hard for. Reality is created by the mind. We can change our reality by changing our mind. There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will. Be careful whom you associate with. It is human to imitate the habits of those with whom we interact. We inadvertently adopt their interests, their opinions, their values, and their habit of interpreting events. False words are not only evil in themselves, but they infect the soul with evil. Rest satisfied with doing well, and leave others to talk of you as they please. A man is never as big as when he is on his knees to help a child. He is richest who is content with the least, for content is the wealth of nature. Mankind is made of 2 kinds of people: wise people who know they're fools, and fools who think they are wise. Men should strive to think much and know little. If you do not take an interest in the affairs of your government, then you are doomed to live under the rule of fools. A wise man speaks because he has something to say, a fool because he has to say something. I count him braver who overcomes his desires than him who conquers his enemies, for the hardest victory is over self. In old age, we all regret not having killed laziness in ourselves. I never desired to please the rabble. What pleased them, I did not learn, and what I knew was far removed from their understanding. It's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. He who laughs at himself never runs out of things to laugh at. When we blather about trivial things, we ourselves become trivial, for our attention gets taken up with trivialities. You become what you give your attention to. Necessity is the strongest of things, for it rules everything. Hope is the only good that is common to all men. Those who have nothing else possess hope still. A fool is known by his speech, and a wise man by silence. Let him that would move the world first move himself. In anger, we should refrain both from speech and action. The greatest way to live with honor in this world is to be what we pretend to be. Don't judge your greatness by your shadow at sunset. From the deepest desires often come the deadliest hate. Beware the barrenness of a busy life. Do not chase after happiness. It is always in you. He is a man of courage who does not run away, but remains at his post and fights against the enemy. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Happiness resides not in possessions and not in gold. Happiness dwells in the soul. In childhood, be modest. In youth, temperate. In adulthood, just. And in old age, prudent. By desiring little, a poor man makes himself rich. Lack of activity destroys the good condition of every human being. No one is more hated than he who speaks the truth. Do not trust all men, but trust men of worth. The former, of course, is silly, the latter a mark of prudence. The right question is usually more important than the right answer. Courage is the first of human qualities because it is the quality that guarantees others. What it lies in our power to do, it lies in our power not to do. Let no one be slow to seek wisdom when he is young, nor weary in the search of it when he has grown old. For no age is too early or too late for the health of the soul. The misfortune of the wise is better than the prosperity of the fool. Death does not concern us, because as long as we exist, death is not here. And when it does come, we no longer exist. The aim of the wise is not to secure pleasure, but to avoid pain. If thou wilt make a man happy, add not unto his riches, but take away from his desires. The key is to keep company only with people who uplift you, whose presence calls forth your best. A ship should not ride on a single anchor, nor life on a single hope. No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river if he's not the same man. Do not marry after 40, because marriage is not provided by nature. A confident person avoids two things in life: idle gossip and petty conflicts, choosing instead to cultivate understanding and foster harmony. Those who aim at great deeds must also suffer greatly. It is not so much our friends' help that helps us, as the confidence of their help. A bad feeling is a commotion of the mind, repugnant to reason and against nature. Once made equal to man, woman becomes his superior. Our sins are more easily remembered than our good deeds. The wrongdoer is more unfortunate than the man wronged.